welcome to the Northern Counties East League podcast. I'm Richard Watts. I'm now joined by League General Manager Matt Jones.
Hello and welcome to the official podcast of the Macron Northern Counties East Football League. The early Premier Division table sees Penistone Church and Thackley lead the way after both teams played out goalless draws in the third weekend. Both sides now have 7 points from their first 3 fixtures. Meanwhile, several other teams secured their first league wins of the season at the weekend. Penistone Church drew 0-0 with Eccleston United, and Thackley also drew 0-0 against Horbury Town, marking a rare weekend with 2 goalless matches in the top flight. A Friday night match between Galkey United and Sheffield was abandoned after 81 minutes due to floodlight failure, with Sheffield leading 1-0. Rossington Main achieved a 4-0 away win against Bottisford Town, with 2 goals each from Rhys Fielding and Dylan Mantle. Parkgate and Liversedge both won 2-0, with Harry Day scoring twice for Parkgate against Handsworth, and Joseph Walton and Keelan Swales scoring for Liversedge in their win against Beverley Town. Barton Town won 1-0 over Frickley Athletic with a Lewis Stevens goal midway through the first half, and Knaresborough Town came from behind to defeat Albion Sports 2-1. Hamza Hamdosh opened the scoring for the visitors in the 75th minute, but the hosts hit back with 2 goals in the last 5 minutes to take the points. Max Barnard and Slater Barnes with the decisive strikes. In Division 1, South Leeds rose to the top of the table with a 4-3 home win over Wakefield, highlighted by a stunning late goal from Taylor Starkey, who killed in a 30-yard free kick. Goole climbed to second after a 4-0 victory at Brigtown, with goals from Ashley Worsfold, Mitch Carlton, both those goals coming in the first 7 minutes, James Simonite and Shay Muirhead. Durnan District and Armthorpe Welfare also secured wins to move into the upper positions in the table. Durn were 2-0 winners against Appleby Frodingham, with late goals by Curtis Wilkinson and Taylor Nicholson, those goals coming in the 86th and 87th minutes. Armthorpe had a more comfortable afternoon and were 4-0 up against Crowell Colts after an hour, with 2 goals from Michael Dunn, 1 for Bailey Lowe and a Jordan Welsh own goal. Crowell scored a late consolation through Kieran Atkin. Clubthorne Colliery won 1-0 in stoppage time against Winterton Rangers, with Harry Douglas scoring the winner, and Ilkley Town secured a dramatic 4-3 win at Glasshoughton Welfare with a last-second goal by Matthew Swift. Louth Town and Leeds UFCA shared a 2-2 draw, with the hosts coming back from 2-0 down to claim a point. Worsbridge Athletic were 2-1 winners at Nostell Miners Welfare, with Jake Squires and Connor Glavin scoring in the second half. Doncaster City won 2-1 at Route 1 Rovers, with Kieran Mortimer and Mason Barlow giving them a 2-0 lead before the prolific Zach Khan reduced the arrears. Athersley Recreation recovered from going a goal down after just 4 minutes against Selby Town. That was a Harry Clapham scoring from the penalty spot, with Keenan Davis, Mossley and James Woodhouse replying for the home side to clinch a 2-1 win. On to this coming weekend, we have 8 teams in FA Cup preliminary round action. We'd like to wish good luck to Barton Town, Bottisford Town, Campion, Parkgate, Pickering Town, Rossington Main, Sheffield and Wombwell Town, and we're guaranteed to have at least one team in the next round as Wombwell Town face Parkgate at the Recreation Ground. In the league, there were 2 games on Friday in Division 1 with matches at Wakefield and Worsbridge, with a further 12 league fixtures on Saturday. Whichever game you're planning to watch, please have a great time.
In the FA Cup extra preliminary round, there were 7 NCEL team winners out of 17 who took part, so that's a success rate of 41%. So the 7 teams into the preliminary round and the fixtures in that round. On the Friday the 15th of August, Pickering Town take on Easington Colliery. Then on the Saturday the 16th, Barton Town against Carlton Town, Daventry Town against Bottisford Town, Rossington Main against Newark Town, Sheffield against Bootle, Trafford against Campion and Wombwell Town against Parkgate. Comparing that to recent seasons, if we go back to 2016-17, 23 clubs took part in the extra preliminary round, 13 qualified, that's 56%. AFC Mansfield and Handsworth got the furthest in the competition. They made it to the third qualifying round. In 2017-18, 24 took part in the extra preliminary round, 13 got through, that's 54%, and AFC Mansfield got the furthest, third qualifying round. 2018-19, 22 clubs took part, 13 got through, that's 59%. Knaresborough Staveley Miners Welfare made it to the second qualifying round. In 2019-20, 22 clubs took part, 12 got through, that's 54%. Maltby Main, AFC Mansfield, Staveley Miners Welfare and Liversidge made it to the first qualifying round. On to 2020-21, 19 took part, 11 got through, that's 58%. AFC Mansfield made it to the second qualifying round. 2021-22, 19 took part, 8 made it through to the preliminary round, that's 42%. Handsworth made it as far as the third qualifying round. In 2022-23, 18 took part, 7 got through, that's 39%. Gould, Penistone Church made it to the first qualifying round. In 2023-24, 18 took part, 8 made it through, that's 44%, and Emley made it to the third qualifying round. And last season, 2024-25, 18 took part, 9 got through, that's 50%. Hallam and Bottisford made it to the second qualifying round. Next up, NCEL Talk. I'll hand straight over to host Aaron Walton.
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's the NCEL Talk. I've got Si with me, I've got Richard, and I've got the long-awaited return of Bob. I hope you're one listener will be so chuffed you're back, and I'm so pleased to see you as well.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Thank you very much.
That's all right. Good to see you. How was your fact-finding tour of 4G pitches over Britain?
Very good.
Good. So we've got a lot to pack in because we weren't there last week, so we're going to go over a couple of weeks' fixtures and then look at the league tables, how they're doing, and one or two other bits and bobs. So, again, a really busy weekend and midweek for clubs in both leagues. As I say, we didn't have a podcast last week, so let's quickly gloss over the games from 2 weeks ago, starting with the extra preliminary round of the Emirates FA Cup. Kicked off on Friday night, because I usually forget Friday night's football night.
But don't worry, I'm here to remind you, Aaron.
Thank you, Bob. Yeah, I've missed you. So Jordan's having to be done that, sorting me out. Anyway, Pickering Town, they progressed with a good win over Penrith 3-2. A late Jordan Hines goal. The difference, as I say, 3-2 on the final whistle. So Saturday saw 15 of our clubs in action. Beverley kicked off with a trip to the...
I'm just going to go back. Did you mention that there was a Division 1 match on that Friday night?
I've got it down, Bob, but you've been a little bit premature there, sir. But don't worry, we'll get that one in. It was Wasborough Bridge and Durnan District, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I'll mention that one. We'll just go back to the FA Cup. So, as you say, you're keeping me on track. Beverley with a trip up to the northeast, losing 3-1 to Berkeley Town. Bottisford beating Melton Town 3-0. That was a good win for Bottisford because Melton Town are a decent outfit. Frickley lost narrowly to Brighouse Town away 1-0. Golka lost by the odd goal at home to Ramsbottom. Handsworth lost to Silsden at Oliver's Mount 4-1. Horbury and Wombwell, Loughborough and Barton, Sheffield and Albion, Knaresborough and Bridlington all drew and needed midweek replays. Tadcaster lost out to Thornaby 3-2. Away, Rossington beat Malton 4-1 at Oxford Road. Penistone lost at home to a good Padiham team 4-1. Parkgate beat Eccleshill 1-0. Liversidge lost to Wythenshawe at home 3-0. That must have been a good performance from Wythenshawe. And Thackley lost away to Earlham. So 3 teams through on the Saturday at 10-5. Sunday saw Campion beat Northwich Victoria 2-0 away. So 4 teams through by the weekend. Replays. Well, they saw another 3 NCEL teams progress. Barton Town, they beat Loughborough in a replay. Now, that was a strange one, wasn't it, Richard? Because Barton played both games at home.
Yes, it was nice not to have to make that long trek down to Loughborough.
The students looked absolutely shattered on Tuesday night before
They
they'd even kicked off, didn't they? So, but it was a good performance, wasn't it, Rich? 2-1.
It was, yeah, played well, yeah.
They really played well. I thought it was a good game to watch and a good crowd as well. I can't remember how many there was, but it was nearly
It was
300.
301, wasn't it, in the second game?
Was it 301? Yeah,
I think it was.
Yeah. It was a good crowd, wasn't it?
276 online.
Oh, was it? Oh, we must
We'll
have
go
missed
for
those little
that.
kids. We missed them little kids behind the goal playing football. So, so that was a good win. Sheffield beat Albion by the odd goal. Knaresborough were valiant in defeat, but there was a little. Now, Bob, do you know about that? There was a little bit of controversy, wasn't there? So what happened there?
Well, Bridge won the match 2-1. Then a few days later, it came apparent that Knaresborough wanted to make a substitution, but the referee wouldn't allow it. But he was wrong. The rule said that FA rule said they could do. So therefore, they had to replay the match this week, didn't they? So they played. So Knaresborough travelled to Bridlington again this week.
Yeah, and the score was
4-1 to Bridlington.
4-1 to Bridlington this time. So justice was sort of served in some respect, wasn't it?
It was really, yeah.
But there's so many different rules. I mean, who would be a referee nowadays? So every competition's got different rules and so on and so forth. I mean, I think a few seasons ago I was at a League Cup game between Brig and Hallam, and it was at full time. It was a draw, and I think both managers wanted to go straight to penalties. And I think one of the officials from one of the clubs says, "Oh no, you got to play extra time." So they played extra time. It still went to penalties. Poor old Alan probably got home at about 2:00 in the morning, and it turns out that they could have actually gone straight to penalties. So who knows? You just don't know, do you?
No.
It's a kerfuffle. Anyway, that was sorted out. So the draw. Friday sees Pickering versus Easings and Colliery. This is for the FA Cup. Barton play Carlton Town at home on Saturday. Daventry play Bottisford Town. Rossington play Newark Town. Sheffield play Bootle. Trafford play Campion. And Wombwell, poor old Wombwell, they would like to play a different team in a different league, but they get Parkgate. So at least we're going to get one NCEL team through, aren't we? So that's that. Now, going back to the Friday night, Bob, you mentioned there was a Division 1 game, wasn't there, 2 weeks ago, between Wasborough and Durham Districts?
There was indeed. And I'm just trying to find it. Yeah, and Durham District, I believe they won that on that night, didn't they?
2-0, yeah.
2-0, yeah.
Yeah, so that was a really good result for Durham Districts, who seem to be going absolutely like a rocket at the moment. Also, going back, that was a Friday. On the Saturday, there was quite a few Division 1 games. Appleby Frodingham beat Route 1 Rovers 1-0, so that was a good win at Brumby Hall for Apfrod. Crowell Colts, who were going well, they drew 0-0 with South Leeds, so that's a good result for Crowell Colts because South Leeds are looking good this season. Doncaster City 2 or Brig Town 2, so a good game there at Armthorpe, Doncaster City versus Brig. And yes, you're smiling, Robert, because the viewers can't see your face, but we're going to talk not too long, please. Goal 6, Nostell Miners Welfare 0. Pray tell.
Well, first of all, it was our first game, first league game, but second game on the new 3G because that's now laid and passed.
Yeah.
So we played on the 3G. And as you know, last year when you and Richard came, only 2 sides of the ground were open. Now it's 3 sides of the ground. You can stand behind the goal at the railway end.
All right.
And you're much closer to the action because it's like Bottisford. You're right. They sort of with the athletics track separated between the football and the for people watching.
Yeah,
you're now like Bottisford. So it's the viewing experience is a lot better. But the only trouble is at the moment the parking. There's no parking for the away teams or supporters. In fact, we've got maybe 2 or 3 cars for the home team. That's about it, So because at the moment, you see, the other side, the main stand, they're still doing well with that. but it's putting the steel structure up, so that's a no-go area. So
Yeah.
therefore, it's where the dressing rooms are and the hospitality suites. That's for that, you see. So there is no really parking on the ground at the moment.
Oh, so that's the only downside. But the upside was you won 6-0. So pray tell us about that game.
Yeah. Well, Danny Ward, we were 3-0 up by half time. Danny Ward scored a hat trick in the game. He got the first goal, second goal by Ashley Worsfold, and the third goal by Mitchell Carlton, who we just signed previously a few days earlier. 3-0 at half time. Then Danny got his fourth in the 59th minute, then fifth, 77th, and James Simmerite finished it off in the 84th minute. But the National keeper, he was their man of the match. He kept the score line down. We played for our first league game. We played really well, and a good attendance for us, 193.
Yeah.
Which our average last year was 164. So if we keep playing like that, hopefully our attendances will go up. Because unfortunately, before the season started, we had 3 friendlies to be played against Goole United, York City, and Worksop. But unfortunately, we had to cancel them, which is a big blow for any non-league club because it's important revenue when you start a season, And we had to cancel those. So hopefully, if we're doing well, people come and watch us because it's a big hole in our finances. But we have. I'll just plug this. On our X, we did launch a GoFund camp money to try and raise some money. We're trying to raise £9,000. It's reached £110 at the moment. But if anyone wants to put a five or anything like that to help the club, because I say it's a big thing for non-league matches not to have the finance, please do. You'd find it on the Google Club's Twitter account at the top of the page. So.
And there is a wheelbarrow going round the pitch at home matches, I presume.
Well, in the old days, we're talking about in the old days, Goole Town, they used to go around with a blanket, 4 people with a blanket, and throw money from the terraces into this blanket. I remember that in the old.
Yeah. God forbid that now, health and safety. Oh dear me.
You couldn't do that. Yeah,
you couldn't do it.
No, yeah, that was the old days, So,
yeah. So that was Goole. Well done. And then we go on to Leeds University beat Glasshoughton 2-0. Maltby and Ilkley drew 0-0. Selby beat Louth 1-0. Wakefield 3, Harrogate Railway 3. Was you at that game, Si? Or did you miss it?
I saw that one. I've not been to one since that one, but I have seen that one. Briefly, I'll be succinct with it. 2-1 down at half time. With a goal for Ash Flynn for us in the first half. Just after the break, we pulled level to 2-2 with a Billy Mole header. Thought we'd won it with 2 minutes to go when Nathaniel Moenda scored what we thought was the winner. But a draw was a fair result, and former Wakefield player Josh Lockwood got that for Harrogate in injury time to pull a draw back, but it was a fair result, was a draw.
3-3. There's been a lot of late goals, hasn't there, in all competitions, League Cup, leagues, and FA Cup. There's been some real late goals, hasn't there? So,
and again in the next one you come into.
That is it Winterton 3, Athersley Recreation 4?
Yeah.
That was it Athersley's late show? I think it was.
Both teams scored in the 90th minute, so
yeah, and I think Winterton had somebody sent off as well. I know I went to watch Winterton in that week. I can't remember who they were playing, but I know they lost. I think it was Armthorpe. And I was chatting to Robbie Stark, the manager, and he was saying they had somebody sent off. It was a bit of a soft one, but he wasn't happy. So that's that. And if we go to midweek, that's Beverley Town lose 3-2 at the Norwood to Penistone. And again, obviously, this is 2 weeks ago. A late Leon Hurl's Brooks strike. So Beverley sort of stuttering. They did last season, and they're doing it this season. Pickering beat Golka 3-2. And Thackley beating Rossington away 1-0. So the Denny boys are on good form. Continues under new boss Jamie Price. Now, we weren't sure, were we, on the podcast, how Thackley would go, Richard, because they'd had so many players, management and what have you, such upheaval, we thought they might be struggling, but certainly not, are they, Rich?
Right, well, haven't they? Yes, very, very impressive, yeah.
I think they've sort of started like they did last season. So well done to Thackley. I know they've got some good club men behind them, so they go from strength to strength. And where we go, Division 1. So Gould's good form continue with a late goal settling at Athersley, Shearing Park 2-1. Did you go, Bob?
I did, and it was a good game. We scored first again. Danny Ward, he got the first opening goal for Gould. Then the ex-Gould player Nathan Perks. We knew ex-Gould players seemed to score again, so they equalised Nathan. But then Jimmy Ailes, and he was sub on this game because at Nosto, I think he was away or injured, didn't play, but he couldn't change a winning team, so he came on as sub. And in the 89th minute, a long ball down the middle, he ran onto it, outpaced the centre forward and banged it into the net. And the crowd went wild.
The crowd went wild at Shearing Park. They do look after you there at Athersley.
I've never been before. It was a really nice setup. Nice people, nice setup. Yeah.
Absolutely. Top class at Athersley. Durnan District, they beat Wakefield 4-0. You didn't go to that one, did you, Si?
I didn't know, but we were soundly beaten in that one.
Yeah.
The fans voted the man of the match as being actually our debutant young goalkeeper that came in, and he conceded 4. So it kind of tells you what about the performance when the guy that gets the man of the match is the goalkeeper that concedes 4. Apparently, he can go down. Yeah, we were well beaten in that one.
Yeah, well, I think they are on some good form, Durnan District, aren't they? So, well done to Durn. Glasshoughton 2, Upper Frodingham 2, so a point on the road for Apfrod. Harrogate Railway still going strong, beating Leeds University 3-0. And Wasborough getting a win away at Louth 2-1. Long way to go for Wasborough along those Lincolnshire B roads. Well done to Wasborough for getting all points at Louth. So, off with finally, on to Saturday. Last Saturday. Well, a bit of... Bob, yes, Bob, don't worry. Friday night.
No, Wednesday night. On that, we've done the Tuesday. Yeah.
Wednesday, yeah. Go Wednesday. Who was on Wednesday, Bob?
Well, Wednesday, after the Tuesday, Wednesday, it was Eccleshill 1, Tadcaster 2 in the Premier League. 69th minute winner from Oliver Green at Tadcaster. And it was Handsworth 2, Liversedge 1. And all the goals come in the last 8 minutes. Handsworth 82nd, 85th, and Liversedge 90th minute. And then Division 1, we've got on that same night, Brigtown 1, Club Thorn 3. And that was Briggs. You see the crowd? Did you see the crowd that night?
Over 300?
457.
457.
Because it was their first match under the new 3G, like ours. Great crowd is that, 3-1. So, and then Doncaster 1, Ilkley 2. That's a good result for Ilkley to go to Doncaster. Because Stoney was one of the pre-season favourites, wasn't there? As I said. But you know what? Football's a funny old game. Route 1 Rovers 4, Maltby Main 1. Zach Khan, he's got an hat-trick that night. He seems to be knocking the goals in, doesn't he, Si? Have you noticed?
And he got 2 hat-tricks already this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has,
I think he's on 10 goals already, double figures.
And then following that, South Leeds 3, Selby 2. Now, that was our opening match of the season. We lost 2-0 at South Leeds. I mean, we weren't great that day, but South Leeds look a pretty strong team. I think it's a hard place they're going to go to South Leeds this year. So they won 3-2. And then to finish up the evening strictures, Wigton 2, Armthorpe Welfare 3. So a 3-2 win for Armthorpe.
Yeah, so I think going back to South Leeds, they've got Craig Ogilvie in charge. He's been at a few clubs. I remember him when he was at number 2 at Harrogate Railway and number 2 at Albion Sports, and he's come back to manage South Leeds. So any team Craig's usually involved with usually play good football and they're tough to beat. So long may it continue. Now we're up to speed now because I've completely missed all them, Bob. So I'm so pleased you're back. Friday night, so floodlight failure, didn't it? With at Golka, with Sheffield 1-0 up, 80 minutes. Once the floodlights went off. So what's going to happen there? Is it a replay, or does it still stand, or don't we know?
It was with us when it happened to us at Durn.
Yeah,
but it might be. I don't know if it depends on what minute it happens. I don't know if it's the percentage of the game that's completed as to whether it's a result or not.
Right.
So it's really. But when we had that happen at Durn, we had to replay it and we were 2-0 up.
And how many minutes was that when they went out?
I think it was, I don't know, top of my head, I'm going to say something like 60, 65, something like that. I can't remember top of my head.
Yeah. I think this was 80 minutes, if my notes are correct. So 10 minutes to go, but with stoppage time. But still a long time to go into it with just 1-0 being up. And I should think Golker will be chucking everything at Sheffield to get a goal back. So you just never know, do you? We never know what the NCEL board or whatever the FA rules state. So because nobody knows. So that was 1-0. That got abandoned. So Saturday, there was a good crowd and a hard-fought win for Barton Town, 1-0 against Frickley. Richard, your thoughts on that one quickly?
It was a good game. Thought both sides played pretty well. Barton just shaded it. It could have gone either way. But I'd say it's the best Frickley side I've seen for a few years.
They were good, weren't they? They were dogged.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of controversy with the goal. They thought it was offside. The VAR, well, I don't know. What do you think about it? I thought his run was just about right.
I thought you can't tell because you can't see when the pass is made to him. It's very tight, but you can't see when the pass is made.
Yeah, and the lino was sort of there or thereabouts. So it's like I say, it's a difficult one. But was it Lewis Stevens?
It was,
but it could have been 1-1 and it could have been 2-1 to Frickley because two good saves from Charlie Dixon Brown near the end. There's one where he tipped it onto the bar. I thought it hit the bar, but he did tell me that he did do it. He got his hands to it. And then the tremendous save that was near you, Richard, from about 20 odd yards out. It was moving about, wasn't it, dipping and swerving, and how he got to that and turned it round the post, I do not know.
Yeah, pulled it right out the corner. It was going right in the corner.
He couldn't have hit it any better, could he?
No.
The Frickley striker. So, good win for Barton. Not a bad crowd. So, a good day all round for Barton. They won 1-0. Bottlesford lost 4-0 to Rossington. So, Rossington are doing really well. I mean, we got a draw with them first game of the season, didn't we? 1-1. So, I think Rossington are doing it. Knaresborough 2-1 winners against Albion. A late, one of our favourite players, Richard, and one of Si's favourite players, Slater Barkham Barnes, with a winner.
Loves a 90th minute goal as well, does that lad?
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
One.
We've got this theme going, haven't we? You can't, especially at Knaresborough, you've got to keep them out because they'll just keep going and going and going. They're such a good. I mean, we've never got anything at Knaresborough, have we, Richard?
No, nothing.
We've gone to Mance Lane plenty of times. We've had the crowd on our backs. all 10 of them. No, there's a few more there, but a good place to go. They look after you well. We just don't get anything as results-wise. Liversidge back on the horse. They beat Beverley 2-0. Tough place to go there at Claiborne Park. Parkgate 2-0 against Handsworth. Parkgate's good form continues. Penistone 0, Eccles Hill 0. Good point for the Eagles on the travels. And Thackley 0, Horbury 0. And again, a good point for Horbury. I think they've drawn quite a few games, haven't they?
All 3 draws.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Division 1. Armthorpe 4, Crowell Colts 1. So Crowell Colts come with a bounce back down to earth. Armthorpe's form's continuing to be really good. I think it was Adam who said Armthorpe had a good team and he was looking for them to be in the top few places, wasn't he? And they seem to be doing him right. Athersley 2, Selby 1, so a good win for Athersley. Big game at the Hawthorns. Brigtown played Goole. A super crowd again, 386, so the Vikings slay the Zebras. 4-0.
Yeah.
Well done. Go on then, Bob.
Yeah, well, on the crowd, there must have been at least 70, 80 from Goole, which is a good travelling support. And yeah, we was 2-0 up after 7 minutes. Ashley Worsford header, Mitchell Carlton and the second one. So that was 2-0 at half time. And then come out again in the second half. James Simonite got on at the third and Shea Muirhead, which was the best goal of the match. Great passing, 1-2 passing. And he'll put through and put it in. And so, yeah, a great display all round. But I have to say, Briggs, it's a nice setup there. I haven't been to Briggs for a few years.
Yeah.
Nice setup. And the 3G, like ours, they do look superb, you know. And,
yeah. It's It's a good ground. It was looking a bit tired, but they've spent some money on it. It looks brilliant now. Really good.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah.
So good win for Brigham. Haven't quite got going yet, and I think they will, but they've got to get going. Club Thorn beat Winton 1-0. So a real choker for the Rangers. Again, a 90th minute goal. Was it Harry Douglas?
Yeah, Harry Douglas. Yeah, 90th minute.
Another 90th minute. This seems to be the theme in the NCEL, doesn't it? Both divisions, 90th minute and extra injury time goals. Dearn and District keep up their early pace-setting form, putting 2 past Appleby Frodingham. So that's good for Dearn. Glassoutton lost out by...
and that was that was 2 late goals, 86th and 87th.
Yeah,
2 late goals. Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
This proves to me, do not leave the game early. Otherwise, you will miss the goals. So no good running off to, I've got to get in my car, we've got to get home early. No, stay. So Glassoutton lost out by a goal in a 4-3 thriller against Ilkley. Harrogate Rail 2, Maltby Main 2. Another late goal there, I think. This time for Railway, getting it to a 2-2. And another Desmond with Louth versus Leeds University, 2-2. Nostell lost out to Osborough 2-1, so Osborough are getting back on the horse, so to speak. They're getting some good results together. Route 1 Rovers also losing to the same score against Doncaster City. Zach Khan, as we said, scored for Rovers again. Mm-hmm. And Kieran Mortimer scoring for Doncaster City. Dad Bob will be pleased. And Mason Barlow getting the winner for City. So Doncaster starting to move up the table. And Bob, what did Tadcaster have?
They had Leeds United under 21s, didn't they?
They did, yeah, friendly. I lost out 2-1, so, but I think that's good for Tadcaster having a run out because they're doing really well at the moment, aren't they? So, again, we had a... Yes, Bob?
You missed one match, South Leeds Wakefield?
I did. I'm just waiting for you and Si to
the one time when I
that one.
Bob, seriously, the one time.
Sorry.
I was trying to leave it because I didn't want to upset.
I'm always thinking of our listener. Our listener wouldn't want to miss it.
I know. If he's a Wakefield fan, he would.
Sorry. Oh, that's true. Yeah. Sorry.
What happened then, Bob? What happened?
Well, it seemed like 7 goals in the match, and Wakefield were 2-1 up at half time. But then it seems South Leeds came back, made it 2-2, then Wakefield 2-2. They went in front, 3-2. Wakefield equalised at 70th minute, and then a late goal by Taylor Starkey in the 85th. Made it 4-3. But South Leeds, I think they've won all the home games. They've beaten us, they've beaten Wakefield, beaten Selby, so they're strong at home. It's South Leeds.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
Definitely. So you didn't go to that one, did you, Si?
No, I think capitulated is probably the adjective you'd use for that one. After being 2-1 up,
yeah.
But apparently, the 85th minute was a fantastic free kick, which was worthy of winning any match. So I give them credit for that one. Yes. And yet again, the former Wakefield player scoring against us, Harley Blankley, got 2 for South Leeds in that one. So I looked through Saturday's fixtures. The amount of former Wakefield players that have been scoring on that day.
Dear me, how very dare they score against their old club?
No, I mean just for other clubs. I tell you,
other clubs as well.
Yeah.
Well, how dare they score full stop? So midweek. So it was a what we call a mahoosive round of fixtures, wasn't it? Midweek. Obviously, we chatted about it earlier. Bridlington Town having to replay. They won 4-1 against Knaresborough with that FA Cup replay. The Prem, Beverley Town getting off the mark with a 1-1 draw with Parkgate. 339 down at the Norwood. That's good. Campion 1, Pickering Town 1. So Pickering Town's form still good. Campion's doing okay. Horbury Town 2, Barton Town 2. Richard, a quick one on that one.
Great advert for the league. It was a good game. Barton on top for the first half. 2 excellent Tom Warby goals. And when you've got that 2-0 scoreline, you always say, don't you, whoever gets the next goal is vital in the game. Horbury got it just on the stroke of half time. And then the second half's a completely different game. Horbury the better side in the second half. And if anybody was going to win it, it was going to be Horbury. But it's a good point for Barton.
Definitely.
But, they lost it. They were 2-0 up and in charge, but couldn't see it out.
I'm gonna put a good excuse in for Barton. They had a lot of first teamers missing.
Yeah,
They had a lot of first teamers. So I think
one thing that came out of the game is Joe Jagger is still an excellent player.
Great
He's
stuff.
obviously getting fully recovered from that injury now by the look of it.
Oh, good. Well done. I'm pleased, George. I'm not pleased he scored against Barton, but I'm pleased he's back firing on all cylinders. Well done, Joe. So that was Horbury Town 2, Barton Town 2. Unfortunately, I was at work. I seem to be missing so many games at the moment. It's just unreal. Tadcaster's form continues. A good 3-0 win against Wombwell. So Division 1, Appleby Frodingham 0, Harrogate Railway 1. Their form still good. Top of the league, I think. And Nostell 1, Crowell Colts back on the winning game again, winning 2-1. So if we quickly look at the league tables, we'll do Div 1 first. We've got top Harrogate Railway played 5, 11 points. South Leeds played 4 and 10 points. Then we've got Bob's Ghoul played 4 and 9. Durnan District played 4 and 9. Armthorpe played 3 and 9. And Clubthorne Colliery played 3 and 9. Then at the bottom, Nostell, they haven't got a point yet. Played 4 and nothing. Glassoutton 4 and 1 point, but they're perennial slow starters, aren't they? And Brigtown down there, surprisingly, played 4 and 1 point, getting to grips with the new 4G pitch, one presumes. So that's Div 1. In the Premier League, Tadcaster, we said, they're on top form. Can't get any better. Played 3, won 3, 9 points. Penistone played 3 and 7 points. Same as Thackley, 3 and 7. Parkgate and Pickering and Barton Town all on played 3 and 5 points. Down at the bottom, we've got 4 clubs with no points yet. Botsford played 2 and no points. Wombwell 2 and no points. I think it's 2, it may be 3. My writing's like a doctor's. Albion played 2 and no points. And Golka played 2 and no points. So it's a bit early in the season, but I think there's not really many surprises there for us, is there? Would you say?
No, it's well, not really. But I think Tadcaster and Harrogate, top of each respective league, they've had a good start, haven't they?
They have, yeah.
Tadcaster played 3, 9 points, so that's good, and
It
Harrogate
is.
5 and 11 points. But then you look at teams like Clubthorne and Armthorpe, they played 3 in Division 1 and won all the games, 9 points, 100% record. And I think Crew Coats, I mean, they've made the step up, played 4, 7 points, so that's a good start for them. And
I think it's looking good. So what we'll do is we'll quickly, if we've got time, we'll quickly go through, wrap it up, and look at the weekend's fixtures. So it all starts off tomorrow night. FA Cup preliminary round. Emirates FA Cup, Pickering Town at home to Easington Colliery. That'll be a tough one. Pickering, Easington, I think, in a step above. Then Division 1, we've got Wakefield and Louth. Are you going to that one, Si?
Yeah, definitely going, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a good game for you. And Wasborough plays South Leeds. Now, that'll be a good game, that one, I think, as well. So 2 good games in Div 1. Saturday, the FA Cup. We've got Barton Town and Carlton Town. Carlton are in a step above, but Barton have played Carlton before and beaten them. So fingers crossed they've got players back. Daventry Town play Bottisford Town. Tough trip for Bottisford down there, but they're usually pretty good in the cup. Rossington play Newark Town. Winnable. Sheffield FC play Bootle. Trafford play Campion. That'll be a tough one for Campion, but I've all the faith in the world in them. And another home tie, Wombwell versus Parkgate. So Wombwell and Parkgate, that could go either way. In the Prem, Frickley play Thackley. That'll be a tight affair. You watch it be good about like 7-2 or 6-5 or something daft like that. But it should be quite tight there at Frickley. Golka play Handsworth. Liversedge play Eccles Hill. And I've got Penistone and Tadcaster. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's second versus first. So a top of the table clash at this early stage in the season. So that could go either way. It'd be good to see. Division 1, Brig play Winton in their big Lincolnshire derby there. That'll be a good game because both teams have not started particularly well, but they want to kick on. Crowell Colts play Athersley Rec. Doncaster City and Clubthorne Colliery, another sort of local derby there. Third place is fifth. Gull play Armthorpe. So that'll be a good tie for you, Bob. Hopefully a good crowd there.
Yeah, they come early. They tell people to come early.
Yeah, come early because there's no car parking.
That's right. Yeah, well, it is. You park around the ground, you know, in the streets. But what can we do?
What can you do?
That's this season's going to be. That's what we can do, you know.
Well, I've always parked in the street when I've been there.
Yeah.
So, you don't do me any favours, Bob, when I'm there. I don't even win the raffle.
Oh, don't. People complain. I sell the raffle tickets. They still complain, but
I know
somebody's got to win it.
Aren't they just? Yeah. Never mind. I didn't want a load of meat anyway.
No, it's cash prize. Cash prize.
I never win them. Anyway, so Ilkley play Route 1 Rovers, Leeds University and Durnan District. That'll be a good test for Durnan District there. Maltby and Glasshoughton, and Selby and Nostell Miners Welfare. And now if I could quickly go through, because there's a full midweek fixture list again. Premier League, Barton Town and Albion, Bottersford and Frickley, Golker and Beverley, that'd be a good one. Liversidge and Wombwell, Parkgate and Eccles Hill, Pickering and Sheffield, Tadcaster and Horbury. And then on Wednesday, it's Campion and Handsworth, Penistone and Rossington, Thackley and Knaresborough. And then on Friday night, Size team are in action again. Friday night is football night. It's Armthorpe Welfare versus Wakefield. That'll be a real good game, that one, won't it?
It will.
So, and then if we just quickly look at the top goal scorers, as we said before, it's Zach Khan with 10 for Route 1 Rovers and Nathan Perks with 7 for Athersley Rec. And they're both from the Division 1. They've played a few more games, though. And then in the Premiership, it's is it George Brown 4 for Pickering, I think?
That's George Brown, for Pickering 4, yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. That's ticking along nicely with the teams. I think the main thing we've looked at is these late goals, isn't it? There's lots and lots and lots of late goals being scored.
That's it for this edition. If you've got any news for the podcast or you'd like to appear on the podcast, please email ncelpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.